Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy OCZ Savage. Today we jumping into a Trials of the Worm video. In this one, I'm gonna be showing you guys how you want to set up the modifiers, the easiest ways to proceed through the trials in order to get a high score. Now, before we jump into the video, make sure you guys smack that like button. We got way more stuff coming out with the new update. And then, of course, make sure you guys hit that sub button so that way you guys can check out all those new vids. Now, if you're looking at the leaderboard here, right around 1 million, anything higher than 1 million, that's going to place you on the top page. Now, in my case, I ended up dying, so I only got 892,000. But that put me in number 8, so that's not that bad. But I'm going to definitely show you guys how to get over 1 million. So whenever you're setting up these modifiers, so the max modifier that it goes up to is 51. So every point that you put into, it's going to give another buff to, whatever segment that you put it into. So we're going to go through all the points here so you guys can see everything that would happen if you increased it to the highest. Now, from what I noticed from doing trials, you can increase everything up to the highest, but as you notice for mutation, after you get to like that third to last point, it goes to headshot only mode on the common, so that gets really tough. And then for the horde, as you go higher in that, of course you'll get more and more types of different variant on the ridden, which I personally don't think is that hard if you're meleeing. But as you get higher to like the completed status, there's going to be monstrous bosses, there's going to be a roaming boss, there's going to be a guaranteed boss every map, so then you'll get a guaranteed 2 bosses every map. And then for a player, if you increase that to the highest, it'll eventually get to the point to where it shows no player outlines, you get really low stamina, you can't even move whenever you're shooting or swinging, so definitely keep that in mind. The way I ended up doing it, I actually did something like this. So I put it on no hope, and then I maxed everything else out. Or you can not max out the player, drop down the difficulty a little bit, or you can drop down the mutations and then up the difficulty, so it's fully up to you. But what I find is that playing it like on nightmare or lower, and then just having everything else maxed out, that's probably going to be the easiest way for you to do it. Now, the build that we're going to be using, I'm going to be doing a sharice axe build. And this pretty much got me through everything. I ended up dying on the last level, but it was definitely a lot going on. So I'll have to rerun it, and I think I'll be able to get over 1 million points with this strategy. Now, whenever you're looking at those corruption cards, all you want to do is try to pick the map that doesn't have the cis zombies. And it's really tough because it pretty much all comes down to RNG. So we're going to be using Axe on Sharice, and then we're going to be having the headshot only mode on the zombies. So the reason I did an Axe build is because, if it's going to be headshots only anyways, overhead swinging will be the easiest way to kill ridden. Now, another thing about the corruption modifiers as well. So in my case, I had people in the game, they died, ended up leaving, so I actually got lucky enough to get bots. So with the bots, you're not going to get any extra well rested, no extra fit as a fiddle, no extra healing at all really. But the thing that you do get with the bots, you get the extra lives, and then you get the inspiring sacrifice. So I personally think, if you had a full team of people that were all doing, really good builds, this would be a cakewalk. This strategy, you can definitely hit over 1 million. But with bots, it makes it just a little bit harder, but it's definitely still doable. So down in the comments, let me know if you guys are running trials, how far have you guys made it, how many points have you got. I think with this strategy, again, you can definitely get over 1 million. What you're going to want to do is just make sure you collect all the mementos. There's usually about 7 on each map. And then real quick, we're going to jump into the build. So this is the build that I'm doing. And there isn't any variations for it that I've found. So I would definitely just try to go with this. And then again, this is going to be a Sharice axe build. So I would just try to keep it on Sharice. And the reason why I'm doing it on her, because you get obviously the more fit as a fiddle, but you get the armors, and the armors are so good because when everything is monstrous, everything is, super overpowered. It's really nice to have those extra shields, so if you get hit, instead of you getting one-shotted and dying, it actually just hits the armor. So if you can get your multiplier up to about 31, you'll get 100,000 points each map. And then if you do the side quest, you'll get the extra 46,000. for either just returning the skull totems, or you'll get it for not dying and also not setting off any hazards. Now, also what I want to do is go over this attachment. So I already know right now, this is definitely gonna get nerfed. So with the Grim Reaper attachment, if you can find this, you're chilling. You'll be able to play on at least Nightmare, maybe even No Hope. You could turn all the difficulty up. It's not even gonna matter. So pretty much every time you swing, you have a chance to instantly kill a Ridden. And then each time you actually swing with the melee weapon, it goes up 0.15. So, you know, you're gonna get so many swings on Ridden that the insta-kill chance goes up so fast that you'll be able to one-shot anything. So if you guys haven't checked out any of my lives, I would go back and watch the most recent live. I believe it's 8 hours. It's from the new Act 6 update. I literally got the Grim Reaper on Act 6. I was one-shotting Breakers. I was one-shotting Ogres. I was one-shotting Hags. This thing is so broken. So my analysis is, you know, if you're going to be doing the Trials of the Worm, what I would suggest is try to prioritize the hives. Because if you have a Tala on your team, you know, you'll get an extra silver chest. And then on top of that, if you can hit the hive, it's really easy to get the extra 50,000 points in the hive, because all you really have to do is just return 3 totems. Nobody has to stay alive. So I think that's one of the easiest ways to get a lot of points as well. But also for the hives, if you can find yourself some really good attachments, better weapons, that makes it easier as well. But if you can find this, I'm telling you right now, your run is golden. You're super complete, super easy. So I definitely think this is easily the best attachment in the game. The most broken thing that they added. Down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Have you guys tried this Grim Reaper attachment? What have you done with it? Have you seen someone else using it? I've used this attachment probably 4 times now. And each time that I used it, it was just literally a free win. This is on Act 6, No Hope. You know, you're one-shotting everything. You know, snipers back there. Monstrous Shredder runs up. Monstrous Bruiser. Monstrous anything, doesn't even matter. It's literally getting one-shotted, not gonna have a chance to do anything. So I definitely think this is super broken. And on top of that, again, make sure you guys go out and try the trials. But yeah, I definitely think the axe build is the way to go. You're not gonna die to any Ridden, and you'll be able to kill those monstrous mutations on the trials, and you know, hopefully stay alive and get placed on that leaderboard. So again, make sure you guys smack that like button on the video. We got way more to come. As always, I appreciate you guys checking out the vid, and I'll see you on that next one. Peace.